G'day viewers, end of another week, time for Totally Fucked Up Friday.
Hello.
Speaking of...
Hello.
Anyway, we had a bit of a look at the news items and a few people sent us links, and as usual, the world's seriously fucked up.
So good.
Way too many things to choose from.
I like particularly Nazis find Buddhist Iron Man from outer space.
I'm talking about actual news stories, not like the worst idea for a movie ever.
Or best idea for a movie ever.
Actually, I probably have to give... That could be a pretty good movie, Nazi Iron Man from space.
Yeah.
But what do you mean it's a news story?
It's really true.
Uh-huh.
It's really truly a news story.
Yeah.
In 1937, the Nazis, who were in power in government, funded a Tibetan expedition where they found a sculpture made of iron, which was later on discovered to be of meteoric iron. So
technically, it was a Buddhist Iron Man Nazis found from
outer space.
So that's actually true.
That's real.
So in other words, it's not totally fucked up, so we can't use it.
Oh, yes.
But there's a theme this week, as there often is, and here's a theme I've used a lot. The internet, copyright law, internet restrictions, fucked up shit happening around the world.
Stop it all.
Well, yeah, basically that's what a lot of these things are. One headline that caught my eye was basically saying, in Panama, they seem to want to introduce worst copyright law ever. And I thought, okay, you have to go some to be the worst copyright law ever.
I did it. They're good at it.
Yeah. What they've done is a government agency in Panama is proposing they take accused copyright infringers to court, not the actual copyright representative organisation or the artist. The government takes an accused person to court and can fine them $100,000.
Or, in the currency of Panama, the Balboa.
Which is possibly the best currency name ever.
Adrian!
So, get yourself a fistful of Rocky Balboas. You'll need them in Panama, because this is what blows my mind. The government agency who's going to fine you $100,000, apparently there's a one-to-one relationship with the US dollar. I don't know how that works. But anyway, that agency... They're not passing it on to the copyright agency. It was bad enough when copyright agencies were suing people and not passing the money on to the artists. Because several really big name artists, including the Rolling Stones, actually sued these copyright agencies. Said, well, fuck you guys. You're doing this on our behalf? Where's the money?
Give me some money.
And they never have it. But this is a government agency who says, no, we're not going to give money even to the copyright representatives. They can also go and launch their own case against the person we convicted. We're going to keep the money and run our department with it.
Yeah.
So think on that for a little while. How safe would you feel being taken to court by a government agency who, if they win, they're pocketing the money?
So it'd be good though, because it's like, the government's suing me. I'll just go and complain to the... I
think this actually does get the title of worst copyright law ever. But, the rest of the world not resting on their laurels. Other people are trying to say and do fucked up things as well. There was a guy in the US, he was a former head copyright bureaucrat in the government agency, and he's come out and said, because, all these things that infringing on copyright, the law should change so that no new technology is legal unless Congress explicitly states it as legal. So you can come up with your awesome killer new thing. Then you have to submit it to Congress and get them to say whether or not you can do it. Which only sort of two really big flaws come to mind with that. Or even three. One is how slow that process would be. Second, there's overwhelming evidence these Congress critters and senators are bought and paid for by vested interests.
Good
Earthquake! Earthquake! Sorry, it's this cheap, shoddy house I live in keeps falling apart. And I don't clean up the floor, so he just tripped on something that I left there. Stop complaining! No workers' comp for you!
I know, I like it like that.
So there's the bought and paid for interest. But second, while you actually, to be declared legal, you'd have to explain your whole invention.
That's right.
So while you're in front of Congress going, it does this, this, and this, and this, the vested interests are out there stealing selling it before you're allowed to go to market. It's insane.
But they'd get it pretty well too, because Congress is smart, because they've heard them go, the internet is not just a truck. It's a series of connected tubes.
Yeah, so, what could possibly go wrong with US Congress having complete control over all innovation in the US?
I don't like it. It's not like the rocks we used to have at home, Papa.
But I also want to throw out, just in case, particularly say someone in Australia is feeling superior to the US at this point. This week there's been a lot of kerfuffle about hearings. The government's proposing a whole bunch of data retention proposals. Basically, phone surveillance, internet traffic surveillance, and keeping it for 2 years, 5 years, 10 years. The cops have come out and said, we'd like it forever.
Yes.
The cops have the worst IT infrastructure in the world.
Ever.
Right? This is on record. It's got no backup. It's insecure. It's not just the horrible, creepy Big Brother aspect of this that is fucked up.
There's more to
It's
it.
the incompetence. It's like saying, let's just have all your identifying information in one place where they can either lose it or it'll get fucking stolen by criminals. It's just the dumbest idea ever.
Yeah.
And I've been seeing all this talk about it on Twitter this week. And today I was seeing people talk about red underpants. And I didn't know where that was coming from.
Red underpants.
And so we looked this up before coming on. And this goes back to our illustrious communications minister, Stephen Conroy.
The Constar! Conroy! Constar!
That's what his fans call him. He has heaps. He got quite a bit of attention a couple of years ago when he had all these proposals. Basically, he had this awesome idea to censor the entire internet. And he was not listening to any namby-pamby naysayers who said, that's not really possible. That's a dumb idea.
Stop it all.
So he got a lot of attention for that, and I thought he actually got a bit hard done by when the rest of the world proposed way worse laws in the intervening years. And I thought, stop being so hard on Stephen Conroy. But what he said to a group of telcos in the US where he's making a speech, he said, like, you have to understand the Australian system is different to the US system, which is sort of commercial based. In Australia, the government, the federal government, completely controls the spectrum, and he coined the phrase, so if you want to bid on the spectrum, and I say, well, if you want to bid on the spectrum, you'll have to be wearing red underpants on your head. You'd best show up wearing red underpants on your head. I'm not joking. He actually said, to be taken seriously by big international telcos, I'll make you wear red underpants on your head.
That's not very likely.
No, but I mean, since he's being lighthearted, and this is the difference between a comedian making a joke and a fucking idiot making a joke, because the fucking idiot is supposed to be a credible member of a government and isn't supposed to sound totally stupid. Now, technically, he's right. If the boss controls something and the boss says, you wear red underpants on your head,
that's unlikely. I should have seen that coming.
If the boss says, the boss gets. Okay?
Okay.
And how good was it to have red underpants on hand? I didn't buy these for the story. I had them lying about somewhere.
It's dark in here.
So, all I'm saying,
smells nice, though.
This is the latest series of examples. Everyone got all excited when, we won the SOPA and PIPA battles, and the international trade thing, ACTA, seems to be going down the gurgler. Any victory against this sort of law anywhere in the world is only temporary. Because some arsehole in a government or a big company that's paying for a government is just going to come up with something even more stupid down the line, and these fights are going to go on and on. And if you don't take part in it, you're going to be the one with red underpants on your head.